dad is a cowboy, and when he's asked about his religious affiliation, he will say, "I deal direct." That inspired me to write this poem called Cowboy Cathedral, about a cowboy who teaches a preacher about the beauty and the wonder of God through nature. I hope you enjoy it. I'm privileged to have a friend of mine put this poem to pictures. Cowboy Cathedral. Cowboy Cathedral. Dew drenches the morning grass as the cowboy spots his guest, picking his way up the muddy lane in his rickety Nissan Quest. The new preacher emerges, shakes hands, "Nice to meet you." Then small talk about the weather, as folks are prone to do. They stroll over to the barn where the cowboy saddles his mare, and he tacks up a gelding while the preacher rambles, unawares. Conversation runs a little thin, and the preacher states his case. "I've been at the parish 5 months now, and I've never seen your face in the house of God. No, not once, and I'm worried about your soul." The cowboy focuses his gaze beyond the preacher at a frolicking foal. "Come, ride," and he canters his sorrel across the pasture. The preacher feels he has no choice, comes with the job of being pastor. So he mounts the horse he had ignored and does as he is bidden, and it doesn't take long until he recalls it's been years since he has ridden. Jolted back to childhood as he plunges through sweet wild clover, and yo-yoed back to the present when he witnesses a hummingbird hover. He catches up to the cowboy perched, overlooking a verdant ravine. They linger in rapt silence as they survey the spectacular scene. "This is my cathedral," the cowboy whispers as the playful wind pounces on a spray of wild yellow flowers and dances on again. "See those trees? That's my heaven channel, my steeple. Do you hear how quiet it is without the chatter of all those people?" Talking to God is natural here where it's silent but for the wind and the subtle choirs in the grass that make my spirit sing. They focus like a circus audience on 2 whirling red-tailed hawks, and when the acrobatics are over, the cowboy has herded his thoughts. I hear folks bemoan their faltering faith, and I am right astounded. How could anyone doubt when by all this we are surrounded? Those rocks that look like they've been poured make me feel mighty small, and I've come round to believing it's the healthiest perspective of all. Touching his finger to his lips, he leads the preacher's eyes to a deer with her fawn foraging under paint-by-number skies. Most church folk worship for 1, maybe 2 hours a week at best. But up here in the Cowboy Cathedral, the worship never rests. You breathe it in. You live it in every action. It permeates your being. You know yourself. Your spirit's been touched today by all you're seeing. The preacher could not deny he felt closer to God than he'd ever been. And he realized, for this cowboy's soul, he had no need to intervene. What he came to do and what he learned, completely unexpected. But the preacher had to admit, the cowboy's perspective he respected. Sunday mornings, the cowboy stays at home just like he's always done. And the preacher doesn't worry about this cowboy's soul. No, not this one. From time to time, he sends over a person whose soul is bruised and reeling, so they can attend the Cowboy Cathedral, so the soul can commence its healing.